About how racism supports and engenders and makes permanent censorship. That's another reason not to like racism if you need more. Flora recently is a person that I did not censor and I tried to engage with, but at some points I realized I really did want to censor her message, which was that I don't care about white victims because they're white. That message is offensive to me because it's so stupid and it's not who I am and it's not what I promote and it's just not true. But for Flora, this was the truth, and it was a emotional feeling about it. It was visceral. She hates anti-white leftists. Now, I don't know if I'm left or right anymore because I want to legalize drugs. That's what I mostly, and sex work, organ sales. I want human rights, N-word rights. And so that puts me out of the political spectrum because I don't see people talking about the right to snort cocaine anywhere, no matter where you look. There's nobody out there saying, look, that's a human right. It is an experiential, consciousness impacting thing that humans can do without facing jail time, and or without facing the vagaries of a closed market where there are spiked drugs, or you're not sure about the potency or the purity of what you get. And obviously it's dangerous because the gangs that provide you the drugs have to compromise their governments and protect themselves from the police and kill other gangs. So the world is not my friend right now. Nothing is going right at all in my life. But I can learn from that. And what I'm learning is that racism censors itself as it censors others and as it promotes censorship. Flora deleted all of her comments to me. The comments that I have posted as replies to her are now replies without a grounding. They're just randomly out there like I'm talking to myself. She deleted all of her comments because of racism, I think. Now, YouTube censors things because of racism, and here we have racists censoring themselves because of racism. So let's talk about that. This is Heather McGee. Heather C. McGee met a white man in North Carolina who told her that he was prejudiced, and that was a thing that he didn't like about himself, and it had caused him troubles because it makes you withdraw from society. It makes you an enemy to people when you might not be able to afford being everyone's enemy. She ended up being his friend, and she ended up learning a lot from him. And that's my MO, is I learn from my enemies because I don't want to be a failure. I just happen to be one. So I've been censored. Why? The N-word has been so black, so black, that this attempt to shine light and say it means human is out of left field. Like, people have no idea what to do. They write articles online saying there was some guy that came up and talked to me, apparently changed his name to the N-word. I don't know what to do about it. What should I do? A person came to me with some ideas. I don't know what to think. Somebody else help me. So that evil nature of the N-word makes it so that I get censored when I provide benignigers that are benign, as their title suggests. The harmless N-words of a egalitarian just doesn't fit in people's brains because they don't understand how such a thing is realistic. And as of yet, we don't have an auction set up, a charity auction, where I can sell N-word items for charity. I still need to get the mechanics of that in place so that I can do so within my current economic situation, which is really just me getting by. So don't think that I'm, anyway, think what you want. I just want you to think of racism differently. It's a threat, not to the people that it targets, but to the people who use it as a way to target others. And it makes them lonely and sad and pathetic and retreating. They self-censor, and then they get censored, and then they get narcissistic about how wonderful their skin color is. It's just pathetic. And also it hurts relationships. I had to kick that one Nazi out of my environment. I couldn't have any more of him. So I censor too. Racism makes everything a little worse, in my opinion. But I don't hear much discussion of it because, right or wrong, racism creates censorship. Thank you. Goodbye.